All right, next game, Bills and Jaguars being played in Jacksonville, Florida. Jaguars, not so good. Bills are good. The Bills have had a weird couple hiccups here and there, but line right now is Bills minus 14.5. I hate picking covers that are that big, so I'm not gonna, but I'm gonna say the Bills are absolutely gonna win this one, and it could be closer to like 12 for me.
I got the Bills, number one scoring offense, number one scoring defense in the league. Teams that have done that for this long in the season have made it to the Super Bowl. Jacksonville is awful. I got the Bills, and I have the Bills covering the 14.5. This is going to be a fucking rout.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely expect them to destroy the Jaguars. But again, like I said, I just hate fucking betting on covers that big.
Yeah.
You ready to move on from that one? I don't think we need to talk a whole lot
No,
about
it's the
it.
fucking Bills, and it's a landslide.
Right.
Whether they cover or not, they're going to win by 10 at least.
Yeah. So we've got our afternoon games coming up. Chargers and the Eagles being played in Philly. We actually saw a little bit out of the Eagles last week versus the Lions, who we both were very heavy on. Hey, Lions, this is your first win. Didn't happen, and I'm not being fooled again.
No,
I'm not going to pick the Lions for a while, I don't think. But you never know. Chargers in this one for me. I still think that they're one of the best teams in the AFC. They did not have a good game last week. Herbert didn't look great. My boy Eckler still put up some points for me in fantasy. Yeah. But I like the Chargers a lot. I think they're in that top 3 to 5 teams in the AFC conversation. So I got them winning this one. Philly, I think, can come out some days and look really good, but for the most part, they're an average to possibly below average team overall. And so I've got the Chargers winning this one.
I got Chargers, and I have the Chargers covering because the line was only 1.5.
That's what it is right now as well.
I think they can win by a field goal for sure. Mm-hmm. I think they're better than their 4-3 record would suggest. Eagles are getting better, but I got Chargers and I got the cover.
Yep. All right. Next, we have the Packers and the Chiefs being played in Kansas City, and the line is Kansas City -7 now. Yeah, Kansas City for me. I don't trust Jordan Love at all. Last week with the Packers not having receiving threats and stuff like that, they were able to come out and beat the Cardinals, which was an upset for sure. Yeah. But part of that is because you have your quarterback playing, and Aaron Rodgers is used to playing with lesser talent around him, and he's able to make that work. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle in that game for him to play with lesser talent. You were seeing balls get dropped. You were seeing him get frustrated and things like that. But this week you don't have Aaron Rodgers.
No.
So I don't really care who the receivers are at that point, because the Packers offense is going to struggle. They would have to try to survive on the ground game, and they've kind of shied away from that a little bit, which is, Packer fashion. They've got a great running back, and they haven't been utilizing him as much as you would expect or hope. And I mean, I guess it makes sense when you have a quarterback and wide receiver duo like they do with, Devontae Adams and shithead Rodgers. So, Chiefs -7. I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I'm never picking the Chiefs to cover the line, but I do have them winning because the Chiefs fucking just don't cover.
No, they fucking don't.
But I am picking them to win this game. Look, Mahomes has just – there's been a lot of shit coming out about how people are calling Mahomes like a fraud and stuff now, and I'm not willing to jump on that bandwagon yet. He is having a bad year for
leads
him.
the league in interceptions.
Yeah, he is not having a good season. But we know who he is. We know the talent is there. I don't think that he just fell off a cliff.
No.
He's having some sort of a weird year. That team is having a really weird year, much in part because they don't have a defense. It doesn't seem like they trot 11 guys out on the defensive side of the ball week in, week out. But the good news for them is that they're playing a Packers offense that is completely neutered. So they have to kind of focus on the run and then let everything fall from there as far as the cards. So Chiefs in this one for me, absolutely. Again, I'm not going to pick the cover because I don't pick the cover of the Chiefs.
Okay, so I got the Packers covering the 7 points because the Chiefs don't cover.
Right.
I have the Packers winning. The Chiefs offense is getting better, but there's still a lot of turnovers. Ton of turnovers. That Packers defense is getting much, much better. They now have their defensive coordinator back. I think they squeak out a win. Jordan Love gets a win. And honestly, this is maybe just the universe. Ton of controversy around Aaron Rodgers right now, right? What better way to usher Aaron out than Jordan Love comes in, starts his first game, and gets a win against the Kansas City Chiefs? This is storybook.
Ugh.
This is exactly what the Packers do. You know this. This is storybook.
The Packers with backup quarterbacks have just not looked good though,
Hmm.
and I'm expecting that trend to continue.
Well, that's because they had fucking Deshaun Kaiser and what the hell is the kid's
but
name?
Love ain't good.
Love's not good. I think Devontae
I
will
think he's
help him
another
a
Deshaun
lot.
Kaiser.
I think Devontae will help him a little bit, and they're going to really depend on the legs of Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones has a really, really good game because that Kansas City defense is fucking terrible. I think the Packers eke this out on a last-second field goal. I got Packers.
All righty. Well, we will agree to disagree on that one. Fuck.